Good morning students, a very warm good morning to all of you. Today we are here with some topic related to mathematics. Now today we are taking the topic that is time. Okay. Now before starting the lesson, some warm up is given there. Just see what is it. First is use quarter to, quarter past or half past to show the timing. Okay, as you know how to show the timing in third standard, you already learn about that. Okay, so first one is, how can you say first one is, it is, you can say 3:15 or it can be written as quarter past 15. You say it quarter past 3. Okay, then it will be written as half past 4. Half past 4. Then it is written as quarter to 8. And it is written as again quarter past 5. Okay, now quarter past 5, you just have to show there quarter past 5 means here is the, here is the, and here. Now 10 minutes to 6 means it is the minute hand is there and the number is here. Okay, now 20 minutes to 3 means it's in between 2 and 3, and 20 minutes means 80 here. Okay, now this D you have to do by your own. Now see, some topics are given there. The first one is reading time to the exact minute. Okay, you already studied in the third standard. Yes, how many numbers are there? Up to 1 to 12, and between the two numbers, how many numbers are there? 5, means it is having the 5 minutes distance between the two numbers. Just see, observe the clock here. Between the two numbers, small lines are marked which represent the minutes. You know already. Yes, these five lines are the minutes. When the minute hand moves from one small line to the other, 1 minute has passed. Yes. Here the clock shows the 5 minutes have passed. Just see here, when the this minute hand is passing from 2. So between the distance 2 and 3, how many lines are there? 5. And each line is represent the 1 minute. So when this minute hand is moving from 2 to 3, so how many minutes it passed? 5 minutes. Okay. Now see the second clock, 26 minutes to 6. Yes, here you can see. Is it the 6 o'clock? No. So complete the 6 o'clocks. How many minutes are there? Now here is the 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So you just have to minus 60 minus 34 because total 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So you just have to subtract 60 minus 34. It will give that 26 minutes to the 6. Then see, my practice time 1 is given there. Read the time shown in the clocks to the exact minutes and write it into the two ways. So you have to write in the two ways. See the first one, 6:23. You can say 6:23 or 23 minutes to past 6. Here what is the time is 1. There is no 5 minutes, so you can say 03 minutes. So how can you write it as 3 minutes past 1. Okay. Then what about the C? It is 2:35 and after the 1 is 36. And you can say as 24 minutes to 3. Okay. Now what about the D? It is not 10 o'clock, it is the 9. 45, 46, 47. So 9, 47, and you can read it as 13 minutes to 10. Okay. Now in this way you have to write the remaining one. Okay. Now see the second question. Draw the hands of the clock to show the following time. Okay. You know how to show the time. Okay. You have to do by your own. Okay. 3 minutes to 6. You can show this. 3 minutes to 6 means here is the, and 3 means here you have to write on the 52. Okay. Now in this way you have to do the remaining one. Then AM and PM. Okay students, you know what is the meaning of AM and PM? When AM is used, when it is in the morning time, and when PM is used at the evening time. Okay. Now see, we know that there are 24 hours in a day, but a clock has only 12 numbers on its face. Yes, you know how many numbers are there? From 1 to 12. So how many times do you think that our hand has to go round the clock face to complete a day? So how many times it goes? Yes, 12 times. Starting from 12 midnight to 12 noon is a 1/2, and 12 noon to the 12 midnight again it is a half of the day. Yes, the first half is from midnight to noon is called as the AM. So what is the meaning of AM is ante-meridian, and then PM means post-meridian. So 4 AM means 4 o'clock in the morning. Then 12 noon, not 12 AM. You can write as AM. Okay, so you have to write 12 noon to 12 midnight. It is called the other half of the day. This part of the day is called the PM. Yes. Now see, after the 12, at the night after the 12, what you are writing? AM. And after the 12 noon, what you are writing? The PM. Here AM stands for the ante-meridian and PM stands for the post-meridian. You know the meaning of meridian and ante-meridian and post-meridian? You can say it as in a short AM and PM. Then see, on the basis of AM and PM, exercise is given. Practice time 2. So, given below are some sentences which describe certain activities that takes place either before noon or in the afternoon. Read the carefully and fill in the blanks with AM and PM. Peter takes his breakfast at. Now, when you are taken your breakfast, 7:30 AM or PM? In the morning you are taken. So, here I have to write AM. Then dinner is served at. Dinner means you are taken the meal at the night. So it is 8 AM or 8 PM. You are taken the meal at night means it is the PM. I learn music from 9 to 9:30 at school on Monday and Friday. So when your school is at night or at your day? Day. So here you have to write AM. Then my favorite program on television is at 8:45. Yes, you can say PM. Saturday is the only day I am allowed to stay awake till 10 PM because tomorrow is Sunday. Then you are awake up to the 10 PM at night. My lunch break start at 12:30. Yes, AM or PM. When your lunch started at AM or PM? You can say it as 12:30. Yes, my lunch break start as 12:30 PM. Because after the 12 you have to write PM. Okay students, are you understood? Now 24-hour clock time and 12-hour clock time. Just see what is the 12-hour clock and what about the 24-hour clock. The railway, airports and the interstate bus terminal use a unique timing system. Instead of dividing the time as AM and PM, the time is counted in 24 hours. You know 24 hours, one day is having the 24 hours. That is, it counts from 1 to 24. Here, time is expressed in digital form in 4 digits. The first 2 digits denotes the hours and the second 2 digits are for minutes. Students, you are already going to the with the train. Yes, everyone have the knowledge about the railway station. Are you seen in the railway station the numbers are blinking, the time is blinking in the 4 digit? Yes. So consider 7 hours 24 minutes. So it can be written as 0724. Means this first 2 digit is the hour and this last digit is the minutes. Also, we can change from 12 hours to 24-hour clock time. For example, If the time is given in AM, there is no change in AM replaced by hours. For example, 4:15 AM. So it is written as 4:04 and 15 hours. Okay. But if the time is given in PM, then add 12 to the time and replace PM with the hours. What is it? Means if you are reading if your number is in the AM, so it doesn't change. Just is write is as it is, and instead of AM you have to write hours. But if this time is given in the PM, so what you have to do? You just have to add 12 to that time and replace PM by the hours. Just see the example. 7 PM is written as 7 plus 12 is equal to 19 hours. Thus, 19 hours means 7 o'clock in the evening, and after 7 o'clock in the morning, we write 0700 hours. Okay. Now, to change from 24-hour to 12-hour clock time, if the given time is equal or less than 12 hours, then there is no change, just replace hours by AM. The same rule is for that, but it is a replacing one. For example, 11 hours is written as 11:00 AM. Yes, but if the time is more than 12 hours, subtract 12 from the time and replace hours with PM. Now see, up to the 11 o'clock, you just have to write AM, okay? And after the 11 means when the 12 is there, so you have to subtract 12, yes, and you will get 21 minus 21:45 hours is equal to 21.45 minus 12 means it is equal to 9:45 PM. Are you understood, student, how to do this? Yes, okay. Now see, depending on AM and PM and on 24-hour clock time and 12-hour clock time, my practice time 3 is there. Change to 24-hour clock. 12-hour clock time is system is 1 AM. So how you are writing this 1 AM as? Yes, it is writing as 01. Here are the 2 dots and 00. AM it changes into just hours. Then AM 7. So you written as 0700 hours. 2 PM. So 2 PM means after the PM. PM means you just have to add how much? 12. So 12 plus 2 is 40. So it is written as 1400 hours. Then 4 means again after the 12. So you just have to add 12 means it is equal to 12 plus 4, 1600 hours. And what about the 10? 10 plus 12 is equal to 2200 hours because it is the time PM. If it is the AM, no need to change. Okay. Now, 1740, you just have to subtract. 17 minus 12, 17 minus 12 is equal to 5. So you have to write 5:40 PM. 8:10 hours. It is, I think, morning time. So you can write it as 8:10 AM. Okay. Now 21 means again you have to subtract. You just get 9:30. Yes, PM. Okay. Then 10:14 means you just have to write 10:14 AM. And 23 means 23 minus 12 it is equal to 11:20 it is PM. Okay. Now see the duration of time. Time duration means how much time someone takes. The time duration can be calculated by subtracting the starting time from the finishing time. Now see some example is given there. A school bus starts 7 AM from Rahul's house and reaches his school at 7:45 AM. So how long does the bus take to reach the school from his house? So we know that what is the starting time is 7 AM. Okay. So and what is the reaching time is 7:45 AM. So you just minus the 7:45 minus 7. You will get the time 45. Means the school bus takes 45 minutes to reach the school from Rahul's house. Now depending on that, some examples are given in my practice time 4. Just see, find the time duration between. So you just have to solve the examples of time duration. Okay, so what is given? Find the time duration between. The first one, A, 7 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. Okay, so you just have to subtract 11:45 minus 7:00. So here is the minute and there is the hour. So it is 45 and 11 minus 7 is equal to 4:45. Okay, so you just have to write duration is 4 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, now same way you have to do the second one also, third and the fourth also. Now see, you can do the second one by your own. See the third one. Raju woke up at 5 a.m. Okay, so when it is woke up, so you just write Raju woke up at 5 a.m. Okay, he's woke up at 5 a.m. and went jogging for an hour. Means for the jogging he used how much? 1 hour. Means you just have to add 1 hour. Means at 6. Yes, at 6 a.m. Up to the 6 a.m. he did the jogging. Did yoga for 45 minutes. Again you have to add 6 plus 45 for the yoga. So it is equal to 6:45 a.m. Then homework for 1 hour. Then you have to add, this is you have to write here for yoga. And when you finished yoga, that is 6:45. And then what is for homework. Okay, so how much time is take? 1 hour 10 minutes. So here 6:45 plus 1 hour 10 minutes. So it is equal to 6 plus 1 is 7 and it is equal to 55. So and they left the school. At what time did he leave for school? What time? 7:55 a.m. Yes, are you understood? Just see, when he is woke up at 5 o'clock, he is doing the jogging up to the 1 hour, means 5 to 6. Okay, then after the 6 he is starting the yoga, means 6 o'clock he is starting the yoga. When he is doing the yoga at 45 minutes, so at 6:45 he is completed his yoga. Then at 6:45 he started the homework of 1 hour 10 minutes. Then it is equal to how much? 7:55 a.m. So and then left for the school. So at what time he left for the school is 7:55. Okay students, are you understood? Now see the next one. This fourth one is also do by your own. Now moving to the next topic, that is duration of days. To find the duration of days between two incidents, we find the difference between the two dates. Okay, how many days have elapsed from 6th July to 15th October? So 6th July not concluded. For that 6th July is not concluded. You just have to count the number of days in July. How much? 31. And from the 6th it will be started. So 31 minus 6 is equal to 25 days. Then number of days in August. How much? 31 days. Then number of days in September 30 and number of days in October are 25. So just count, add the total number of days, you will get the answer 111 days. Okay, so leap year. In a leap year, there are 29 days in the month of February. That is an extra 1 day in the month of February. Yes, students, you know what about the leap year? In the leap year, the February month is of 29, or otherwise it is of the 28. So instead of 365 days in a year, the leap year will have 1 extra day. That is 366. Let us see how we can know whether a given leap is a leap year or not. If the year is divisible by 4, then it is a leap year. When it is a leap year, when the year is divisible by 4. Then just see the example 2004. Here is the last digit is 04. So just see the number is divisible by 4. Yes, so it is the leap year. Again 8, 12 means after every 4 year. You can see here 4, 8, 12, 16. Now in 2020 also the February is 29 days because it is the leap year. Now see 2021. So 21 is divisible by 4? No. So it is not the leap year, means in this year how many days are there? 365 because February of only 28 days. But in the leap year the February is of 29 days. In case of a century, the year should be divisible by 400. So then only the number is a the year is the leap year. Now writing dates. You already know how to write the date. In short form, 16 July 2014 is written as 16/7/2014. Means first you have to write the date, then month and then year. And again you can write as 21 October 2014. October is of the 10th month. So you can write as 21/10/2015. You know how to write the dates. You are already written dates in. Now see my practice time 5. Fabian school went for a trip to Manali from 14 September 2014 to 21 September 2014. Okay. Find the total duration of the trip. So including both the dates. So from the start 14 just start counting the days, that is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 and 21 because you just have to include both the days. So how many days are there? 8 days. Okay. Now Ruchi's exam started on 26 February 2014 and ended on 28th March 2015. So what was the total duration of the exam? Okay. So what you have to do for that? Just see, it started from 26 February. It is the second one. 26 February 2050. So in the 2050 it is the leap year? No. Means from 26 February 2015 to ended 28 March. So first count the February 26, 27, 28 means how many days are there? 2. 26, 27, 28 means you just have to write number of days in February is equal to 3. Then 28th March means March. How much are there? From 1st March to 28th March means how many days? 28 days. Okay. In February, from 26 February means you have to include the 26 February. So it is, you have to exclude the 26 February. You have to include the 26 February, that is 26, 27, 28. Means how many days are there? 3 days in the February. Then from when the February ended, which month is started? March. So from the 1st March. From 1st March to 28th March is equal to 28 days. So the total number of days is equal to total number of days is equal to 28 plus 3 is equal to 31 days. Okay. Now how much are there? So the total duration of the exam is equal to 31 days. Okay. Now see the third one you have to do by your own. The fourth one, circle the leap year. Which are the leap year which are having the at last? Divided by 48 means it is the leap year. Then it is also the leap year. Here is not. Here is again the leap year. 24. It is leap year. It is not. Just divide it by 4. If 4 is divided by 76, 4 ones are 4. Yes, so it is again the leap year. Then 86. No, it is not. And 56. Yes, so you can circle it. Now write the dates in short form. So how you are writing the, just see 14th August. August is the which month? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Means it is a 8. So you can write it as 4/8/2014. Okay. 9 September. September is the 9th one. So you have to write 9/9/2006. Okay. Now 16 July. July is the January, February, March, April, May, June. July is the 7th one. So it is 26, 7, 20. Okay. So in this way you have to write the remaining one. So students, are you understood what is the AM, what about the PM, how we are writing the dates and all? Yes. So I hope all the topics in the lesson number, which one? 4 times you will understood very well. Thank you so much for attending the class. Now we are meeting in the next class. Thank you so much students.